Have you ever noticed those people who quietly win in life but never announce it online? No flashy posts, no screenshots, no long captions about hustle or success. While everyone else is busy posting achievements, they stay completely silent. And it almost feels strange in a world where success is supposed to be loud and visible. But psychology says this behavior is not accidental at all. In fact, it reveals something surprisingly powerful about how their mind works and why their confidence does not depend on applause. Here is the truth. Some people do not post their achievements because they are not performing for an audience. They are living for themselves, and that difference changes everything. Psychology calls this quiet success, and it is deeply connected to intrinsic motivation and internal validation, which simply means their drive comes from inside, not from likes, comments, or external approval. They do not need proof that they are doing well because their brain already knows it. Psychology says when motivation is intrinsic, the reward is the activity itself, not the reaction it gets. Imagine someone who finishes a degree, gets a promotion, or builds a small business, and instead of opening Instagram, they just take a deep breath, smile, and move on. That is not insecurity. That is emotional maturity. Their brain releases satisfaction from personal meaning, not public recognition. Research shows people with intrinsic motivation feel more fulfilled long-term because their happiness is not fragile. It does not rise and fall with engagement numbers. Now think about internal validation. This is when your sense of worth comes from your own standards, not from other people's opinions. These are the people who do not need to hear congratulations to believe they did something valuable. They already checked the box inside their own mind. Their inner voice says, "You did well," and that is enough. Psychology says this kind of self-validation is linked to stronger self-esteem and lower anxiety because you are not constantly scanning the room for approval. There is also a confidence difference that most people misunderstand. Loud confidence wants to be seen. Quiet confidence does not need witnesses. People who post less are often very secure in who they are. They are not hiding. They are just not advertising their life for reassurance. Your brain, when it feels secure, does not seek extra confirmation. And that is why these people can celebrate silently while others need digital applause to feel real. Light humor moment. You know that one friend who disappears for months, then casually mentions, "Oh yeah, I bought a house last year." No post, no story, no announcement. That is quiet success in action. They are not mysterious. They are just grounded. Psychology says grounded people focus more on progress than perception. They care about what is happening, not how it looks. Another reason is they understand the social comparison trap. Psychology explains through social comparison theory that when people constantly display achievements, it creates pressure to compete, even subconsciously. People who avoid posting often understand this illusion. They know social media shows highlight reels, not full stories, so they choose peace over performance. They would rather enjoy their moment than turn it into content. There is also an emotional intelligence element. Emotionally intelligent people know that not everyone celebrates your wins sincerely. Some people compare. Some feel threatened. Some feel small. Instead of inviting unnecessary energy, they keep their achievements close. This is not secrecy, it is discernment. Your brain learns over time that privacy protects joy. Research also shows people who rely less on external validation are more resilient when things go wrong because their identity is not tied to praise. When success is quiet, failure is quieter too. They bounce back faster because they do not feel embarrassed or exposed. Their confidence is stable, not reactive. And here is the part that validates so many people. If you are someone who rarely posts your achievements, you are not missing out. You are not insecure, and you are definitely not behind. Psychology says you might just trust yourself more than most people. You know who you are becoming, and you do not need an audience to confirm it. So next time you see someone who never posts their wins, do not assume they are doing nothing. They might be doing everything quietly, building, growing, succeeding without noise, because the strongest confidence does not shout, it whispers, and it does not need to be seen to feel real. If this made you feel understood, you are in the right place here. We decode human behavior without judgment, without noise, and without pretending. If you enjoy content that explains the psychology behind everyday habits, subscribe now, because not everything meaningful needs to be loud to matter.